Team Rocket, a fan-favourite evil organisation from Generation 1 and Generation 2, and technically Generation 7, is now having its turn in the spotlight post-rotation. The Team Rocket series of cards were released all the way back in Destined Rivals, and there's a lot of cards in this archetype. I think there's like 40 or 50 cards in this entire archetype. And you may be thinking, wow, that's a lot of cards. Surely some of them are good. Some of them are. Most of them weren't very good. And this deck, well, Team Rocket's Mewtwo specifically, did see a little bit of play when it first came out. But then people slowly realised, yeah, this deck isn't really that good, especially with the current decks we had in the format. But post-rotation, Team Rocket actually has two decks. I've looked at one previously, that being Team Rocket's Honchkrow, which I had very, very mixed feelings on. It just seemed like a bit of a bricky deck, and it relied way too much on the Team Rocket stuff, because that's another problem with the Team Rocket's whole archetype, is that can't really play any other cards except the Team Rocket's cards, because they all work together. You can play some random other stuff here and there, but there's some Pokemon that's like, oh yeah, this thing now doesn't work because you have a Pokemon that isn't a Team Rocket's Pokemon. Yeah, that's just a problem that I had with the deck. But Team Rocket's Mewtwo is another one of the Team Rocket's decks. Those of you who don't know what Team Rocket's Mewtwo does, it has the Power Saver ability that says this Pokemon can't attack unless you have 4 or more Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. Another one of those instances where it requires a certain amount of Pokemon or a certain type of Pokemon, but it does include itself, so you just need itself and 3 other Team Rocket's Pokemon, which, you know, isn't too hard to achieve. Then it has the attack Erasure Ball for 2 Psychic and a Colorless, 160 damage. You may discard 2 energy from your benched Pokemon. This attack does 60 more damage for each card you discarded in this way. So adding an extra 120 for 280 damage is pretty good. And that discard effect is optional, and you can also choose to only discard 1 or 2 if you need that extra damage. Because 160 for 2 Psych and a Colorless really isn't a whole lot to begin with. But with the plethora of Team Rocket's Pokemon at our disposal, we have very easy ways of powering this up. For example, Team Rocket's Spidops with Charging Up. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. So you can very easily just, get some grass energies or some other energies in the discard. It can be any basic energy, put them back on, discard them with Mewtwo for its attack, and then put them back on next turn. Plus, Team Rocket Spidops is actually a pretty decent attacker in of itself, considering we have a lot of Pokemon in the format weak to grass types. Its attack Rocket Rush for 1 grass and a Colorless. Its attack does 30 damage for each of your Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. So if you have a full bench and this in the active, because it does include itself, you can do 180 damage times 2 on a grass weak Pokemon, and that's kind of an instant KO if you think about it. Except some, I don't think it knocks out some, but you do 360. But so yeah, I think that knocks out pretty much anything in play. And then we also have stuff like Team Rocket's Articuno with Repelling Veil. Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to your Team Rocket's Pokemon. Existing effects are not removed and damage is not an effect. So this stops effects of attacks. For example, Alakazam, that's an effect of an attack. You have Dragapult's Phantom Dive, put 60, that's an effect of an attack, so they can't put 60 on the bench, but stuff like bench hitting attacks, stuff like Zoroark copying Darmanitan, stuff like Manny's Grimmsnarl doing 30 to the bench, do still apply because damage is not an effect. Then we just have some other random stuff. For example, Team Rocket's Mimikyu with Gemstone Mimicry for a Psychic and a Colorless. Choose one of your opponent's active Terra Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. So for example, Dragapult, Phantom Dive, you can just copy that. There's also Teal Mask Ogerpon, there's also Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, just a bunch of random Terra Pokemon here and there you can just copy the attacks of. If you're up against a Terra deck, that's why there is only 1 copy of this in the deck. And then there's also Team Rocket's Wobbuffet. For 1 Psychic and a Colorless, Rocket Mirror, move all damage counters from one of your bench Team Rocket's Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. So you can just take all the damage off of one of your Pokemon and put it onto the active. And last but not least, Team Rocket's Kangaskhan with Comet Punch, flip 4 coins and attack does 30 damage for each heads. And then we have Wicked Impact. If you play the supporter card that has Team Rockets in its name from your hand, attack does 100 more damage for 3 Colorless for a total of 220. So it's kind of like Mega Kangaskhan with the coin flips, but it's just there as an extra attacker if you really need it. In terms of like random other stuff, we have Lily's Clefairy to deal with those pesky dragon types. And then for items and supports, we have one bug catching set to get us our Spidopses as well as our energies, one energy switch, one night stretcher, one sacred ash. Shuffle up to 5 Pokemon from your discard pile into the deck, because Spidops is a very integral card for this deck. Playing Secret Box as our A-Spec. 4 Rockets Transceiver lets us search for a Team Rocket supporter card. 4 Ultra Ball, 2 Team Rockets Factory, so when we play a Team Rocket supporter we can draw an extra 2 cards. 3 Lily, 1 Archer, this is the hand disruption. You can only use this if any of your Team Rockets Pokemon were knocked out. Each player shuffles a hand into the deck, you draw 5 cards and your opponent draws 3. Team Rockets Ariana, you can draw cards until you have 5 cards in hand, but if we only have Team Rockets Pokemon in play, we can draw until we have 8. And then Team Rockets Giovanni is Prime Catcher on a supporter card. We switch our active Team Rockets Pokemon with one of our benched Team Rockets Pokemon, and then switch our opponent's active Pokemon with a benched one. And then Team Rockets Proton, if we go first, we can use this card in our first turn, search your deck for 3 basic Team Rockets Pokemon, and put them into our hand. So with this deck, we can actually go first, because we can search this, use it, because it's our first turn, and search out 3 of our Pokemon if needed. We're playing 2 Handy Fan. If the Pokemon disguise attached to us in the active spot and is damaged by an attack, move an energy from the attacking Pokemon to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, a way to kind of manipulate our opponent's energy around and basically just put it on something useless that they're never going to use. So now that energy is kind of stuck there, and can't get it off. And then we're also playing Lucky Helmet. If the Pokemon's card attached to us in the active spot and is damaged, we can draw 2 cards. Then for our energy, 4 Team Rockets energy. This is basically like a double colourless, but for Team Rockets Pokemon it provides 2 in any combination of Psychic and or Dark energy. Keep in mind it's Psychic and or Dark, so we can't put it on a Spidops because it doesn't count as a Grass energy. So for that we're playing 6 Grass and 1 Psychic energy. This is the 22nd place list from Utrecht. There was another one that got 3rd place at Campinas, I think that's how you say it. Sorry if I butchered that, it's a Brazilian, it's the one that happened in Brazil at the same time as Utrecht. Playing a kind of similar list, but they are playing Petrol, they're playing 2 Articuno and 2 Mimikyu, they're not playing Kangaskhan or Wobbuffet. And they're also playing a Brave Bangle and a Counter Gain, but I just want to play this one. It's my first time playing the deck, so I just picked a list that performed well. There's probably going to be mistakes, as always, many misplays, but it is a learning experience, as I always say. So TCG Live has currently got Chaos Rising added, so we may see some Chaos Rising decks, but I'm playing with only cards from Perfect Order backwards to Rotation, because should have gotten this out earlier. Starting with Clefairy is not good, considering we want Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. We do have the Transceiver so that we can get our stuff if needed with the Proton. Some Spidopses, this Ariana, with the Lily in play, it's not really that good. But we kind of do need it for those Dragon types. They're also starting with a Lily. This could be many things. I might as well rip both of these Transceivers. I'm going to get a Proton. And then I will use the other one and I will grab out probably... I don't think it matters, to be honest. I think we just grab out a Giovanni. Might as well. With the Proton. We are going to get 2 Spidops. I don't know what I'm up against. So I think for now we just get these. And then draw some cards next turn when we evolve these Spidopses. Or Tarantulas into Spidopses. And we're going to pass there. Sadly, no energy attachment for turn. But that is fine. Buddy could literally be anything. It is Alakazam. It's a good thing we put that Aku down. Also, I apologise if you hear any noise in the background. It's coming to that time of the year in the UK where the sun tries to kill us all. So it is very warm at the moment. And I have to have the window open so that I don't melt myself. So Articuno here is actually going to be very, very useful, especially with Alakazam, because Alakazam's attack is an effect of an attack, so it just won't do anything. Going to have a pass back. Team Rocket's energy, not really the best. We're going to have to evolve these 2. I might have to attack an Ariana for 1 card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could attach the end to the Team Rocket's energy, but it's literally just useless. I think if you attach to a Pokemon that isn't Team Rocket's Pokemon, you discard it. I'm going to have to Ariana for 1. I mean, it's not bad. Do have to get rid of a Giovanni is the problem. And then I am relying on top decks. We could actually get Kangaskhan. Start doing some coin flips. We could get... Yeah, I think Kangaskhan's a safer option because Mewtwo needs an extra energy. Wobbuffet isn't really doing anything. Gemstone, I think I'll get Kangaskhan here. Bench Kangaskhan, attach Team Rockets, and pass. Unfortunately, it's what? 4 coins, 30 for each head, so we do rely on coin flips, which isn't the best. And we are unfortunately in a top deck situation. I probably should have gotten another Ariana, but then I didn't know I was going to draw the Ultra Ball. So it's just a situation like that. And to get the runaway draw. This Clefairy is probably going to get knocked out, but then again, that's actually kind of beneficial for me, because then I can actually like use my Ariana to draw 8, instead of only drawing to 5. Can evolve into Kadabra, not evolving straight into Alakazam, probably want to draw a couple of cards, because I've played against some Alakazam lists that just go straight into Alakazam. Hilda. For energy to Dunsparce. Attaching the energy onto the Clefairy to retreat into the Dunsparce. Maybe they have one. Yes, they do have Wondrous Patch. They attach it onto the Abra, they are probably looking to attack. Okay, they're probably looking to attack, considering they put it onto the Abra. They're going to bring up most likely the Abra, maybe the other Dunsparce, because they do have another Dunsparce they could use. I'm just going to bring up the Abra, probably Rare Candy into the Alakazam. I'm going to Buddy Puffin, most likely for a Dunsparce. Yep. So here, I could just rip the Giovanni. But then again, they're going to KO this Clefairy, so I'm just going to move up the Kangaskhan anyway. And Articuno, sadly, they just didn't get what they needed. Oh yeah, I can't play this because I have Lilies in play. It's only... Wait, yeah, switch your active Team Rockets Pokemon. I literally can't do anything. Oh well, unfortunate. Thing is, they're just going to draw a whole bunch of cards. And they need to get rid of this Articuno, otherwise they just can't hit my stuff. I don't know if they realise that. Enhanced Hammer, sure. Not really a problem. Because they're not really going to be doing much else because they have to get rid of this Articuno. There's the powerful hand. Knock out the Clefairy. Right, so from here I think just remove the Kangaskhan. It doesn't really matter because I'm top decking, which is unfortunate. Psychic Energy. I could Giovanni to like stall. It doesn't really mean much. I'm going to slap this on one of the Spidopses and pass over. This does protect, yeah. Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon until your Team Rocket's Pokemon. So Powerful Hand shouldn't do anything. They're going to boss his orders. Sorry, what? Oh, basic. Didn't read that part now, did I? So if I just keep basics in play, they can't kill anything. Useless card. I mean, I can use this. Why not? seems like we're encountering the same situation as we did with the Team Rocket's Honchkrow deck, where I just can't really do anything because there's just no consistency. They are powering up the Clefairy because they're probably going to attack with it because they know it can't hit. Don't know if that kills. No, it doesn't. This might just be a concession. This is looking like a concession. Well, first game didn't go well. Just goes to show that, I don't know, sometimes a deck can just be bad. If you don't draw the good stuff and you have a bad start. Okay, good, we didn't start with Lily's Clefairy this time. So now I can actually play my cards. And we do have the Transceivers, we have an Ultra Ball. It's a better hand than last time. You have metal sleeves, so this could be a metal deck. It could be literally anything with a Frillish. So I kind of do want to play my items. We'll get Proton. And we'll also grab an Ariana. We will Proton for, I guess, this, and I'll grab a Mewtwo, I guess. Not going to bench the Mewtwo just yet. I'm going to put these down. I am then going to Bug Catching Set. We don't get anything. That's my Bug Catching Set gone. I'm going to put a Lucky Helmet on this. I am going to Ultra Ball this and the energy. Hear me out. For a Tarantula. A Spidops, not a Tarantula. And pass there. So if they do hit me with Oceanic Gloom, I get to draw 2 cards. Petrol. This could literally be anything. Like, what deck is playing Petrol for Buddy Poffin? That sounds very desperate. Very desperate. It is Steven's Metagross. Pass back. That doesn't seem good. We are going to evolve probably just the active one. Start swinging. Bench. Ariana or Lily? I think Ariana gets us not many. I'm going to charge up first. I think the Lily is better here because we get a fresh 8, whereas Ariana only gets a 7. Put that down because why not? Transceiver. Or just like anything, I guess. Just fin the deck. Ultra Ball for another Tarantula. Get rid of Handheld Fan. Don't think we'll need that. I could attach the Team Rocket's energy. 3, 6, 9, 12 and take a KO. Does seem like a bit of a waste. But I would rather just take the knockout, to be honest. Because if they're using Petrol to get a Buddy Poffin, I don't really think they're doing a whole lot. Do have resistance to grass. Evolving the benched into Matang. Getting rid of that. So this reduces damage, I think. Take 30 less damage. They're playing very, very fast. This could be a bot. If I'm being honest. Not sure really. Just Ariana. Get a grass. Slap the grass on the Mewtwo, maybe? Yeah. And then I guess we'll Rocket Rush 60. So they are playing very fast. This could be a bot. There's a Metagross. Dawn. Yeah, they are thinking here, so it's not a bot. They're thinking very hard here. They say this attaches basic psychic and a basic metal to metal and psychic Pokemon. 200 damage. How much HP does it have? 340. For a Frillish and Jellicent. Is this like is this a Jellicent deck where you use Metagross to power it up? Interesting. We're going to slap both of the energies onto the Metagross. And then pass the turn. Do get a Team Rocket's energy for the Mewtwo, which I can attack with. I can Giovanni this up, which might be the play. But then again, I'm only doing so much damage. So I think, should I slap this here? Could get rid of the Frillish, but I'm not really worried about that. Plus I have to get rid of the Rocket's energy as well. Yeah, up to 2 energy cards. So I could just get rid of the 1. Because that does 220. Yeah, we'll do that. This one. This. And then I will put down another one. And we will do 50. Oh yeah, because it takes the 30 less. So this would be 190. Yeah, maybe. Just get as much. We'll only do the 1. So I kind of don't want to get rid of that Rocket's energy in case we need it. There's a Jellicent. My X boost. Probably onto the Jellicent. They're not going to. Oh yeah, they did. I was confused. I thought they didn't attach anything. They're going to switch. For 80, I think it is. This is weak to Dark. Sure. Mega Mawile. I mean, I have Giovanni. I can just bring it up. Needs be. I'm going to charge up. Maybe. Possibly. Yes. Charge up. Can't play Handheld Fan, even though it's a tool card, it's not an item card. Is that a glitch? It's a tool, it's not an item, why can't I play it? Or is it items and tools? It's items and tools. I can't read. My bad. Could actually just kill this thing, and then they kill me back. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really bothered about. Like, just get rid of it. And now I'm gonna go after that Mega Mawile. It's like, yeah, they do hit me and kill me and get 2, but I'm quite ahead in the game. So it's not really something that bothers me all that much. Plus I can just get rid of this. I think I'm in a decent position at the moment. And a last ditch catch for a Lily. That's also just a free KO if needs be. Ultra Ball. Maybe for Matang, no, for another Metagross. Need to check this. It is also resistant to grass. So yeah, they can just one-hit kill. Can they use one or more? They can use it twice. This is... Suppose active Pokemon has any damage on it. Base damage is 30. So there's 80 damage for each prize card you have taken. Slap on the... oh wait, no, they can't put it on the Meowth. It'd be funny if they could. Only getting the one metal. So they might be going for huge bite, but then again... kind of doesn't matter. So in this situation... what am I doing is the question. Move this up. Sacred Ash, not really useful. I kind of need a complete hand reset in all honesty. Like, I could do with a Lily, that would be nice. But there's nothing really in the discard I need to shuffle back. A handheld Fanon, I guess. Bring up the Meowth, so they have wasted energy. Wait. I can charge it? Oh, I have, didn't know I had that grass energy there. Sure. Right, I want to burn out cards in my hand so that I can use this Ariana. Bench this. Don't bench that, because that can just be one KO'd. Sacred Ash. Those two. Energy switch to the active Ariana. No Team Rocket's energy, unfortunately. So that's just a pass. But I do have a Lily for next turn. I will bench this. Unfortunate. But then again, I am still pretty ahead, I would say. They're going to switch into the Mawile. Okay. I'm doing, what, 250 to this thing? By discarding 2 energies. Then I can just hit with a Tarantula if needs be. I think bringing that up was probably the wrong idea. And then also playing this. This is what, 220 to one of your opponent's Pokemon? Sure. I think bringing up your Mega was not a good idea, if I'm being honest, because I can kill it. Like, if I get a stadium, get rid of that stadium, it's dead. I just need some energies. That's just the thing. Again, I just need some energies. Why are you putting it on the active? I'm so confused. This has to be a bot. This can't be a real person. Why would you not just keep the Metagross in the active? Because now my goal is to KO this. Because even if you move it out, you can still just, you know, do stuff. Sure, I'll put it there. Another Giovanni. Right, this is a Lily. Like, definitely. And that is... not good. It's a really bad situation. I guess this... and this, and then I Archer next turn? slap, I don't know, one of these on here. Charge up. And then we pass. Again, Team Rockets just seems like the deck where if you don't draw what you need, you just lose. Very, very inconsistent and bricky deck in my opinion. Got a petrol. A lot is the question. Run that back. Did they petrol for a night stretcher? Interesting. Opponent is selecting attached cards. They're bringing up the Skarmory? That's even easier to KO. Are they going for the Mewtwo or are they going for something else? That's my question. They are going for one of the bench Pokemon. Sure. Very interesting. Charge up. And then I'll Night Stretcher for the one you just knocked out. Could Ariana here instead of Archer. I do have one in the deck, I'm pretty... Make sure I don't accidentally double click that. Right, I need Team Rocket's energy and a stadium. That gets me what I need. Does it? I don't think it does, actually. I don't think this gets me what I need. I have the Psychic. That's not everything. That's not everything. But then again, get rid of this. Keep the Lily. Get rid of this because I can reattach it. Boom, boom, boom. And then hope I draw into it. Nope. There's no way. I've only used 2. 1, 2. There's 2. And I have what? 5 cards in deck? Is it even in the deck? Are they even in the deck? Right. All. There's 1. You know, grab a Mewtwo. But, bench. Go ahead. I have 4 cards in deck. There is 1 Rocket's Energy in there. And there's the Full Metal Lab. So now I can't one-hit KO the Mega Skarmory. Pretty sure I just lose this one. There is a wasp trying to get in my room. Genuinely, I think I don't have any more stadiums to get rid of. Oh wait, no, I've used them both. I'm just gonna scoop this. I'm just gonna concede. So far, this is just looking like a repeat of the Rockets Honchkrow situation, where if you just don't draw the stuff you need, you lose. Like, the deck just seems way too restrictive in what you can and can't play. Or I'm just bad at the deck. That's also something that could just be the case. I swear I've had this in my hand every single game. I kind of don't want to start with any of these, but I guess this. That's another thing as well, there's no options to retreat. But you just gotta hope that everything's just on the bench. They could actually be playing Dragapult. I will get rid of this and this. Or a Tarantula. Bench. Go ahead. First time where I don't get a Proton. This could be Dragapult. It's not. It is Slowpoke. It is Slowking, probably. How does that work with Articuno? That's my question. Mega Kangaskhan? For the drawing, I guess? No supporter? Or did they Lily? I think they Lilied actually. Evolve. Bug Catch. Single Tarantula. Bench. Lily. Okay, Mewtwo. No point putting that down. Transceiver. Just to get rid of them, I guess. We'll get you. We will save this and attach this instead. I'm going to put it probably... I'm not really sure how Slowking would interact with this. It's a bit confusing. But I think we'll stick it here. Put that there, I guess, and go. Lily. Double Slowking. Run errand. Another Slowpoke. So yeah, this is an effect of an attack, I guess. It's just, I don't know, it just seems a bit strange in how it would work. Yet another Spidops. The factory down and Ariana. Okay, I wish I had that much energy, you know, last game. That would have been nice. But now I need to get rid of them, because I need them on my Spidopses. Never mind. Never mind. Sure, I'll use this. We'll get another one. Go. Action Slowpoke. Academy at night. Right, time to figure out how this works then. So we have a Kyurem. Kyurem is damage, but its damage is an effect. The Slowking's an effect of an attack. It's I don't know how it's gonna work. I feel like it won't work. Well, they're not doing anything. That's good. No, why didn't you Pokepad for that? I'm confused. I mean, I can just bring this up and get rid of it. Sure. I don't know. I feel like I should. Hold on. This or this. And then, I don't know, put this here. And then I could actually do this. And then... no, I'll just erase you. And I will choose not to discard an energy. Don't need to. They do play Wonder Patch most likely, so they can easily just get that energy back. They played 3 Pokepad and 3 Lilies. Jesus. They're bricking as hard as me. Rocket's Transceiver. Or the Petrol. Right, time to figure out if this... I imagine they're probably going to go for a Wondrous Patch. Yep. Time to see if this works how I think it would work. I don't know if it's going to. Again, I really don't know how this is going to work. Like, Kirem does what, 110 to everything? Trying to figure it out. You didn't stack your deck. Oh wait, no, they are stacking the deck. They're using Academy. Right, my bad. Uncle Dare. What does that do again? 250. Sure. So, what am I doing now? Probably catching here. Going after this Latias is going to be my play. Yeah, I'm going to slap this here. I am going to slap one of these on here. Giovanni this up, retreat, reattach buff. Giovanni. This. Retreat. Charge up. Charge up. Night Stretcher for anything? Probably not. Nope. And then Erasure. We'll get rid of 1. That should be enough. 220. And now I'm going after that Kangaskhan. Into Night Stretcher, or the Latias, and just go for it again. If I need to. Telepathic. So that one applied, that one was pure damage, so it did go through that despite Articuno, but I want to know how effects of attacks. I want to know how effects of attacks work. Also, Archer could be very, very useful. They have 2 Slowkings powered up. Using active. Academy at night. What are they copying now? Axorus. I know what this does. We'll show it on mine. They get 2 prizes, and I am going to bring up Spidops. The Lucky Helmet as well. Charge up. Charge up. Yeah, I kind of just need more Rockets Pokemon now. So... Proton... for you, and then like 2 of these, I guess. Because these are probably going to get KO'd, so I need more of them in play. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Slap. this on. Put the Mewtwo in. Or I could, because these are probably going to get KO'd. Put the Mewtwo down. Could bring up the Mewtwo, get rid of it. Or I can just Spide Ups, get rid of it. I'm not really bringing up anything else, I'll just Spide Ups. Rocket Rush. And now I can just go for the Latias if I get another Giovanni. Which is kind of what I need right now. I've used 2, and I've used, what, 2 transceivers? 3 transceivers. So I'm kind of praying on a top deck, which is not good. That's what, 4th Solar King now? Not 3rd. Petrol. What are we grabbing with Petrol? We're gonna get a Night Stretcher. We're gonna get a Night Stretcher. Gonna grab the Conkeldurr. Gonna be Night. What are we putting on top is the question. It's the Conkeldurr. 250. And I draw 2 cards, and there's the Transceiver. So hopefully it's not prized. Go to Transceiver. With the Giovanni. Grass. Giovanni. Latias. Charge it just in case. And then we'll Erasure Ball. GG. Actually managed to win a game. So overall, much like with the Team Rocket's Honchkrow deck, I am just not a fan. I feel the deck, again, suffers from the same things as the Honchkrow deck, where you're just relying on drawing the cards you need, relying on drawing energies, relying on drawing supporters because you don't already have inbuilt draw support. The deck has the same restrictions where you can only play Team Rocket's Pokemon, because if you have a Pokemon that isn't Team Rocket's Pokemon in play, it screws up a bunch of your other cards. It just suffers from the same things as Team Rocket's Honchkrow, and I just don't really like it. There's so many situations during those 2 first games where, you know, if I drew this, I won, but I didn't. And the deck doesn't have a whole lot of, you know, again, draw support. Like, all you have is Team Rocket's Factory to draw an extra 2, you have Ariana, which uses up your support card. Like, they're having to play Lucky Helmet just to draw cards. Like, that just shows the deck isn't as good as people make it out to be. But somehow, it's performing well. People are either just getting very, very lucky, or they are much better at the deck than I am. But in my opinion, I don't like it. It has good damage output and it has good options. Like, you obviously have Spide Ups, which you can use against grass weak decks. It's very, very good in that regard. Team Rocket's Mewtwo, you know, does a decent amount of damage. It just needs 2 energy attachments, and, you know, you need the Team Rocket's energy because this list only plays 1 Psychic energy. Just putting that out there. But yeah, I just think it suffers from the same things as the Team Rocket's Honchkrow deck. I'm not a fan. I didn't enjoy playing the deck. It just felt too bricky, too inconsistent, and way too reliant on drawing specific cards. I can't think of really much else to say. And that is it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you think about Team Rocket's Mewtwo, the Team Rocket's archetype, Team Rocket's cards in general. Do you like this deck? Is this a deck that you're thinking of playing? This is a deck that you have picked up. How are you finding the deck? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? What problems do you have with the deck? What things do you think can be fixed about the deck? All that kind of stuff. Am I bad at the deck? Let me know. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All of that nonsense. Any and all support is greatly appreciated. And you take care, please.